Hi, I'm Pythius and I'm going to show you how I use my Behringer Deepmind 12 in my drum and bass production. As you can see, I made a small beginning of a drum and bass tune just so we have something to work around with the Deepmind. It's pretty simple, it's just a bass and drums. This highs from Addictive Drums, snare from Faceplant, kick from Kick 2 VST, and the bass from Serum. So. Yeah, nothing too spectacular going on there, but it's nice, you know, to work with when we're trying to get a nice arpeggio going on the side. So, I'm gonna disable all these and then unmute the Deepmind, and let's get started. Well, at first, as you can see, I loaded up a default program of for the Deepmind, so we can start with nothing. I'm just gonna all the faders are set at values now, but which obviously don't correspond with the actual value of the faders for the preset. So we're just gonna move them a bit, you know, wiggle them to make sure they are at the right points we want them to be. As you can hear. It's a pretty easy sound. First thing I want to do is disable the velocity sensitivity, because well, obviously we can do that with volume automation as well. So this is easier like this. Let's start with the amp envelope. And then edit the curve bit. I like that from this synth, that you can actually edit the curve. Makes the envelope a lot more versatile. Alright. And then edit the filter envelope. Put this down so we can actually hear it doing something. Put the envelope to the filter like here. Alright. Yeah, that's alright. Give it a bit of resonance for that acidy feel. Anyway, we are making a trance arp, so when the whole arp to sound big, so we need a lot of voices. So let's put it at like, I don't know, mono 6. That's enough voices for you all. That's big. And you want to have a bit of movement, so we're gonna put in a bit of oscillator drift. Not too much though. But this is a nice touch. Alright, let's get back to the program so you can see what's going on. Maybe have a bit of portamento, because that was makes it a bit more alive as well. Maybe we want more stereo, so we're gonna add some pan spread. Bigger, more, and then boost the lows, because why not? So yeah, that's kind of the base of the sound. Maybe add oscillator 2 in as well, so the whole sound gets a bit more balls. Mess around a bit with this. Yeah, that's cool. Make sure there's a slight bit of release. let's get into the arpeggio. That gets cooler. It's already set to 140 BPM, and we want to have it on 174 because that's what we're working on. We're not making a dubstep tune. Yeah, so triplets it is. Maybe 3 octaves of triplets. So maybe let's put on some effects as well, because there's some great onboard effects in this one. Go to the effects section, and then we can see the EQ, enhancer, fair compressor, multiband distortion, rack amp. Let's see which one sounds cooler. I like the multiband distortion because you can choose which of all the cabinets you're using, and the rack amp only has one. So get like the custom 10 vintage tweed. They all sound very distinct. This one sounds nasty. Maybe boost the drive of the lows a bit. Crossover. So that's what the multiband distortion can do. I like it though, especially if you start pushing the highs a bit. This drives this one is nasty. But we can also use the yes, I want to override it. The rack amp itself is quite nice as well. If you start driving this, yeah, boy. But this only has like one cabinet function, which is cabinet on or cabinet off, which that's too much though, because you don't want it to sound too distorted when you get the filter close up like that. Alright, let's put in another effects. Another one of my favorite effects on this one is the dual pitch. Oh, there you go. Put the mix down a bit. What it does, it has like, well, it has like a power chord on top and a semi, there's a whole octave down. So the sound sounds even bigger, and I don't know, I quite like the whole power chord. It's found like a nice point to sit that in. And maybe we don't want to have them coming after each other, so you can also make the get them parallel instead of serial, and then join up as a series later on in the synth. So it's like the distortion is on 1, the dual pitch is on 2, and then they come together at the 3rd. Which, let's see, maybe some great reverbs. But let's go for like a phaser or something. Those are always cool. Yeah, that's great. I'm still doubting about putting the rack amp back to the multiband distortion. Might be cool. Huh. Just trying out a few things. Alright. So this is this sounds cool. So maybe let's put some effects on that in Cubase itself. First I had a fat filter, very easy, rolled off a bit of the highs because, well, you know, you don't want to have the highs of the synthesizer interfere too much with the hi-hat, so you want to really get that space. You roll off like 13, 14k, something like that, with a pretty steep one, 48, maybe 72. Normally I do this on the bus, but because I'm only using this synth, I'm just doing it on the synth itself. And then roll off a bit of the lows as well, because you don't need those. Oh, it's giving a bit of... it's coming a bit of signal from the synth itself, but you don't really hear that. So... put it here. Alright, and then I had the tail chorus, which is still good. I just really like how this sounds. Sidewinder. But we already have like more than enough stereo in this sound, really. Well, bit of Saturn. I like this one as well because this is a great distortion unit. So you can just go back to default. Oh, Christ. So it's nice. Let's see, maybe some tape distortion. And you can just a free cutoff here, which is kind of like comp filtery effect. Get a bit more digital. We don't need this like destroyed though. Alright, I've had a replica here from Native Instruments for the... there's a delay. You can, there's a built-in ducking, which is nice, so you don't have to do it with external compressors. yeah. I don't know, I have it on tape mode, but maybe just have it on like modern. Just keep it like this, and then wait, maybe and then the FET filter Pro R. All right, so yeah, that sounds cool. Let's maybe get into some like automation, like recording the synth. But I just thought of something. The Deepmind is in triplets, but the bass is in just like normal 4. So that might sound weird when you're gonna record those over each other. So we might have to switch the Deepmind to triplets mode, which you can easily do from the arpeggio. You get the clock. You might not see the Deepmind now, but it's the clock divider. Might put it at 1/8. Let's see how that sounds. Sounds quite nice as well. Yeah, so let's record a bit. Just so I'm gonna put the filter at 0, and then I'm just gonna put it right before, and then press record. Slowly moving up the filter button, fader. Adding in the unison detune. So yeah, that's cool. Obviously, that's recorded the MIDI now as well, but we can work with that. And I made multiple lanes in Cubase, so we can alternate. But I wanted these should be after each other because I had the loop function on. So let's see how that sounds. Let's disable the input from the synth, so because the timing will be off. Synth out there. Decrease the volume a bit. Take the later take. Sounds vibey. Maybe take off a bit more of the lows. Maybe let's do another recording as well, because this sounds cool, but maybe with the filter a bit down and then the unison detune open. I quite like the old school trance sound of that. So that's recorded for... So let's record that. Okay. Yeah, that sounds pretty vibey. I like that. I really like how that sounds. So yeah, let's. I'm just gonna throw in a big like a build up. Let's get this funny little plugin in called the riser. Yes, thank you. So this is more like meant as a like demonstration. That's why I'm not going too much in on like things like kick build up or like the whole build of it. Just like a quick show of. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you maybe are inspired you to get like a hardware synth or try to borrow one from your friends, or I don't know. It's nice. It's a different way of producing, and I like it. All right, peace out, bitches. Peace out, people.